What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Keys back with another trading video, man. I know it's been a little while, but we back with another trading video, man. I'm finna do a speed run. We're finna do like a quick little speed run of of our predictions for the market this week. My bad. I had like a little brain fart. But yeah, we're finna do a little quick predict. I mean, quick analysis of the market this week. So right now I'm trying to pull up the hold up. Trying to pull up the news. See what news we got this week. Economic calendar. We're gonna just check that out. Let me see. Pull up the economic calendar for this week. But yeah, I know it's been a while since I did one of these, but I'm gonna try to do one on Sundays. I was supposed to do it on Sunday night. But I just overslept, y'all. I went to bed at like 6, and I didn't go to bed. I just fell asleep at 6, and I didn't wake up till like 12. So that's the only reason I didn't do it. All right, we just want USA. United States is the only one we want. Uh, come on. And like I said, we doing this like a speed run analysis. So just because it's Monday morning, the market gonna open up. So I don't want to be doing my analysis too long. I thought they had where I can switch it to 3-star news. Did I not say that? Oh, here it go. 2 and 3. Apply. Wait. All right. Here we go. Today we got PMI at 945. So that's big. Um. Oh, so we got huge news at 9:45 and 10. All right. Tomorrow we got close to 1 o'clock. I don't know if the internet what it is, but okay. Um, Tomorrow pretty solid day. It's okay. Let's see this whole week. So we got a decent sized day today when it comes to news. Tomorrow is okay. Wednesday, heavy news, heavy. Okay. The Fed rate decision and FOMC press conference. Okay, so we gotta look out for that. Wednesday, definitely look out for. Thursday, initial jobless claims. 30-year bond. So pretty much this whole week we got a pretty solid week when it comes to news. So we should expect some volatility in the market this week, y'all. Yeah, we definitely should expect volatility in the market this week. Um, let me see what uh earnings coming out this week. We had some nice earnings last week. We had like, Meta, Apple. We had a lot of earnings last week. So this week, let's see what we got. Let's see. And I'm checking this on my phone. I'll just announce to y'all which ones I see that looks pretty interesting. Man, I don't know what's going on with the internet. I might have to disconnect and reconnect it before this market opened up, because even my Instagram not loading up pretty quick. So yeah, I might have to restart the internet. Yeah, come on, come on, come on. Yeah, it's just not loading at all. Alright, well, it's not loading. Let's just look at, we're gonna just pretty much just do a market analysis for SPY probably. Um, just because I can't pull the earnings up right now. So we might just do for the main ones that I normally like looking at. Um, Let me remove these alerts just so it can be empty. We can do this live and all see it together. Alright, now we got a clean chart. So we just started a new month. We in May now, y'all. So we're gonna start off by looking at the monthly just to see where we're looking like for May. Alright, so last month, April, we end up coming down. Alright, so we had a red candle, we had our higher high, we had our red candle to make our new low. We was supposed to make a higher low, but once we broke here, what that did, made a lower low. Once we broke here, made another lower low. So we got two lower lows taken out. I mean, two lows taken out, which shows change of market structure. Then we on April we end up dropping down, sweeping this low, create a new lower low. So currently we still are in the downtrend. We switched to change market structure. The only thing with this downtrend, we're in like a intraday downtrend, or I guess you could say it's like maybe on a weekly, but I just call it intraday. Um, we're currently in a downtrend until we break this high to make a new higher high. But the only thing, if you're looking at the monthly, um we don't have our lower high that we like to see with a green candle. Because we got low, we just got this complete drop. We didn't see a green candle yet. So this May month, we could, if we can push up and sit inside here, um or just if we just close above the opening of May, we can see our lower high get made. The only way that I'll still think we continue to be in the downtrend is if we push in here and push back out, and we just close like right below this fair value gap on the 1 hour. I mean on the monthly. Or if we push in, touch the top of this fair value gap, and then close with inside here, then I can say, okay, I expect this to potentially be our new um, lower high. What that is, if we close anywhere up here, we're not confirmed back into a downtrend until we break this low all the way down here. So that gives a lot of space to the downside if we can fail to close inside or close above this fair value gap. Because we already look like we within it already. Yeah, we already pushed in it. So if it don't just reject and keep dropping, I mean reject and stay outside of the value gap, and it ends up closing in here, it potentially could try to reverse. Or if it closes above, it can potentially try to reverse. But currently we just gotta look for on the monthly we just thinking short, short, short until we either close above here on the monthly or come break this high. Alright, for the weekly, like I said, weekly is down, is bearish. Um, had a downtrend. We end up breaking this uptrend right here. This was the last low that we swept right here. The next low that we need to beat is this one right here. The low is 43.05. Our low was, oh, actually we beat this low. So this is beat on the weekly is at run at 459. Yeah, 459.14. So this is the next target for the weekly if we want to continue the downtrend. First, you know, you got to beat this low, but then this is the next low to show that, hey, we're still pushing lower. So this will be your first target, this low, and then that's your next target. But yeah, we're currently in the downtrend. We got our low, made our new lower low, made our lower high, made our new lower low. Now we made a in these last couple weeks we did make a high, a low, then a higher high, but we didn't beat this high out for this overall downtrend. Once we beat this high out, if we can push past 476, then I can see us pushing all the way back up to this 609. Come taking these highs. If we push past here, hold above, so something like this. If we can push, let me take this magnet off. We can push above this high right here. Hold above, maybe retest, then I can see us pushing up into this range, and then eventually beating that high. But if we sit here and reject, so we got this high set. This is the high that it need to come beat out right here. It needs to take this high out. And hold above. They gotta close above on the weekly. I gotta see a weekly closure above. If we get a wick up there, it's definitely, and it don't close above, say if it just close right here and we already touched that line, then we're definitely coming down some. As long as we don't beat out this low and we see it come down on a daily and then flip back bullish, or like say we get red candle and then we see a green candle come, we potentially finna come up, take this high, and then like I said, hold it and take it all the way up to the main high. But yeah, currently we still just gotta wait till this high get broke. Yes, we see this mini uptrend getting made these last 4 weeks, but in order to break, how many weeks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Around 14 weeks, we gotta break this 14-week downtrend. Because once we break this high right here, then we got nothing. The next high is all the way up here. So once we break this high, we pretty much the next high is what? $20, $30 away. So that's plenty of space to get in some loans. All right. But we still ain't there just until we break this high. And if you're trying to go short, if we flip red on the weekly or anything, if we see a red weekly candle, we expecting to come take this low right here. And then once we take this low, if we can close below it, then we expect it to come take this low. Alright. So let's delete. Actually, I'm gonna mark out them 2 weekly levels I was talking about. So we're gonna mark them out. I usually don't mark out weeklies, but these are key and we're already close to it. Because we currently, like I said, we currently got this green candle, so it could, hey, push up. But we got to see if we see any spots where in this range, if there's anywhere that it can reject off of to go back down. So we're gonna put that. Since we're bearish, I'm putting my greens at the bottom, so I know those my targets. Well, actually, this is my weekly, so my weeklies I like to have purple. My bad. I like to have it purple for the weekly. And I might just put W. LH. Alright. WLL. Alright, so we got weekly lower high, weekly lower low. Alright, now go to the daily. Now, like I said, if we can identify somewhere for this market to reject in this area, to switch to a downtrend, then hey, like I said, we can target this. If it can close below, then we target here. All right. So this is a target on the daily. Green. Where we're not supposed to beat out is this high. So I really not even gonna put a green line over that. I just know that you're not supposed to beat that out. All right. I definitely want a alert when we cross above here. Crossing. Alright, create alert right here. Crossing also. Alright. So now we got that. We're set. We really don't need alert for this because we're going to actively trade this. It's just the weeklies we might not pay attention to when they finally cross them. But yeah, so we should be expecting some type of rejection. We need to look for a possible sign for a rejection. We got this fair value gap. It could come up and tap into. Let's mark that out. Mark that out. We got this fair value gap, which we kind of don't even want it to even touch this fair value gap, honestly, just because it's our last line of defense. We really don't got no other line of defense after this fair value gap. So we kind of wanted to start rejecting right now. We got this fair value gap right here, but it already closed past. That's the only thing. It closed past. See, like right here, it failed to close past, ended up dropping. But look here, we closed past it. But me looking at this pre-market, it looks like we pushing back inside it, so we must reject it off of something in this area. Maybe a 15-minute fair value gap or something. I could mark this out. Now we already beat that high, so we just made a new higher high. I can't mark that out. This is the last high that we got with a with a green after a green candle. So honestly, we just trying to see if we gonna push below. Probably if we can come take this low and hold below 57, we should start seeing our drops coming. Of course, your first target to be this low right here at 40. Second target at 33, and then eventually down here to 09. So actually, we can mark out each target. Mark out each target so we know. All right. But this is our ultimate. This is our main ultimate target to let us know if we close and hold below here, we're coming down for that weekly low. So these two possible on the daily. These are two possible rejection points. One we already had broke past, so they kind of weakened this one already. But if we get a close back below here, then yeah, we expected to first take this low out. Oh yeah, my bad. I thought I marked it up. Take this low out first. If we close below this fair value gap, so all we gotta do is get a daily close below here. If we close below 60, we should be going to 57. All we gotta wait and see is if we gonna close below 57. So I'm pretty sure we're gonna come down to 57 and close below here. It's just hey, if we can hold and close below this, then yes, we're going all the way down to 42 and all the way down here. All right. We're not looking for any bullish until we hear this alert come off. We're not looking to trade bullish until we hear this alert for the weekly. Because we already beat this high, we really don't got nothing else to really tell us to keep going long unless we go real like not hold our positions long at all. Like to be safe, just wait until this high gets taken out. All right. Let's look on the lower time frame and see if we rejected off of anything in this area. Because like I said, you really don't want this fair value gap to get tested yet. You want it to stay respected as long as it can, so we know we're going to have that momentum to push down here. Where once it tap into it, yes, it still can reject, but it does. So Let's see. All right. Now, we rejected off of some. Let's see. Look to the left. On the 4 hour, I don't really see. Because the only thing I'm looking for is if we rejecting off a fair value gap, honestly. Let me put a line here so I can just see exactly. So I can see over here exactly where we're rejecting off of. I mean, we do got this downward for fair value gap, and we failed to close above it. So if we close below 63, we probably can see that push down there. So I can say, leave that right there. We're watching out for this. We want to see if we get a close below here. Alert, crossing down. Alright, I usually make my 4 hours green, but since we got so many target levels green, I don't want to confuse myself. So we're going to keep it white for the 4 hour. This one, yeah, because if we close above here, I'm pretty sure we're going to that fair value gap. So we could, yeah, crossing up. Did I put counter closure for this? I just want it crossing. Let me check. Okay, yeah, we just got to crossing because I don't want no counter closure. Sometimes I put counter closure and that'll be way too late. I need to know exactly when it cross over so I can be watching it. All right. Other than this is the only thing I can see we had rejected off because we did not close above this 4 hour gap. On the 4 hour, that's the only thing I can see that we did not close above, as y'all can see right here. Like we closed right on it. So what this line is at 66.90. This counter closed at 66.90. We closed right on it. So that's so confusing. That's so confusing, but not until we get a close above, I'ma just wait before I start thinking we're going up here to test this fair value gap. This daily fair value gap. Apparently we're inside this big old gap, but I'm not even gonna mark that out. We just gonna wait until we see market structure show change a structure to the downside. So we got our last things we see was our low, our high, higher low, higher high, another low. Now if we can come make a green count on the 4 hour and then switch red and make a new lower low, then we know in downtrend we could take it to 56 first. And then if it closes and hold below 56, hold it all the way down to 41. But if you can't have the patience to hold all the way down to 41, if it close and hold below here, I say um target like right here at 52 because it might come up a little bit then drop because it got to push through this consolidation area and push through this 4 hour downward fair value gap. But yeah, so we're looking for it. It's already made red. We need green. Then we need another red to come take out this red low, and then we good. All right. Then that's change of character. But currently, it's still bullish, so it's still showing that it's aiming to these highs. So we just waiting. All right, let's look on the 1 hour. I really want to see where this rejected off of. What made it jump dump? Other than that 4 hour, which it closed on, I really can't see what else it rejected off of. Because it closed on that 4 hour. So that what makes it tricky. I like seeing it close like it tapped into and then close below. So I really can't trust that 4 hour because it can just come right back up just because it closed on it. If it would have closed below, I would have been like, hey, I know for a fact that's where It rejected off of it. Alright, let's look. I'm gonna check the 15, and if I don't see it on this 15, then we're gonna let it be because I'm not scrolling back that much with these small time frames. Let's see if we can identify a potential fair value gap or something that it rejected off of there. Alright, I see this 15-minute one right here. This potentially can be where it had rejected off of. Let's check to the left. And that's a downwards one, so if it switch to a downtrend, that'd be what caused it. I think that's the only one. So I'm thinking this 15-minute one. If we switch to a downtrend on that 4 hour, then I know for a fact it was this 15-minute gap that it rejected off of to cause that downtrend. But currently, like I told y'all, this is what we're looking for. This is our target. This is what we're looking for. This for today. Actually, I told y'all I was gonna do weekly analysis. I said weekly analysis, and I'm just looking for the daily. So I'm gonna go back and let y'all know what I'm looking for the week. All right. I'm turning the magnet off for a second. So start off, you pretty much got you a 1-to-1 ratio, 1.2 starting off. And really this your stop loss will be whatever your once we get a green candle right here. Once we get a green candle and then we flip red and beat this low, your stop loss will be the top of that green candle. So it won't be this high up. It would probably be like, say if our green candle goes just to the top of this fair value gap right here. This would be where your actual stop loss would be at. And you target, like I told you, I target this first, this low. Next, like I said, if you don't want to hold it too long because of the risk, you can just target this next fair value gap right here around 52. And then lastly, you got to target all the way down here to 41. Alright. But this is more likely I'll be targeting down here. But it all depends on how it reacts once it cross over this low. If it can close below or not on the 4 hour. But this is pretty much my target for my daily. I'll actually just put it up to this fair value because I don't, unless that news drop crazy at 9:45, 10. I doubt we're gonna get it all the way down here off of just today. So this might be your main target, either this low or that fair value gap is your main target. So today we're looking for like a 1.7 ratio. All right. And actually, I did kind of go over what our weekly plan was. So never mind, I was right. I did a weekly analysis because I told y'all only way we looking to go long is once we break this weekly high. Our main target right now is all the way down here at this weekly low. So pretty much that's it, man. We're gonna end it right here because like I told you, I was just gonna do spy right now since I couldn't load up the earnings for this week. So maybe later today I'll do another recording and we can go over the earnings and go over individual stocks. But we're gonna end it right now, y'all. So y'all have a good one. Your boy Keith is out. Peace.